Hello, fellow survivors, and welcome to episode 6 of the Resident Evil 3 remake. In the last episode, we spent all this time trying to save Jill and getting down into this lab. So now, we're actively looking for a vaccine. So without wasting too much time, let's get into the episode. Let's go.
Yes, Ultron was here. Well, not here. Um, minor spoilers for the ending of RE3. It ends in a really cool lab. You can dodge around because Jill is just badass that way. I'm shit at aiming. You were in Jill? You were... Isaac Graves' diary. The pay was generous. The benefits were good. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical technology research. For a university teacher stuck working in nowhere, America was the golden opportunity, like winning the lottery. So I went for it. I made the pitch to my family and they agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 2020, because this lab is a den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments for the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening ways possible. Shit. It's messed up. The world needs to know, but every time I work up enough courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Umbrella owns this town. There was this guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of the betas. Fed him. I saw the whole thing. I got my wife and daughter into this. I just need to do my job. Do as I'm told for their sake. But let this be a testament that I do have a conscience and that I've learned my lesson. Oh shit. I got the smooth moves. Appreciate the lurk though.
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
An override key.
Override key removed.
Umbrella flash drive.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
I gotta synthesize a vaccine.
Synthesis? I have to make it myself?
Wow.
Alright, gotta figure this out.
Time to play Fauci Simulator. Yes, I recognize that's probably the most insensitive shit I've ever said. Fauci Simulator. Okay. Considering she's all over the collectibles. What the hell? You see, that's why I like Jill. Not that. Yeah, she's a dodge expert. Yeah, she can roll. Why so many pale heads? Can you die? Fine, I'll use a grenade on you. Really? Shipping notice. Cargo, Nemesis, shipping route. CDG, JFK, RC. Shipping date, September 1st, 1998. Yep. Hazardous material 1, additional notes, all transit within the United States is made via helicopter. Take extreme care during takeoff and landing as shock to the parallel may potentially lead to self-activation. We are here at the European branch are excited to hear your thoughts and elevation of the newest prototype and are planned to offer the specimen to you for testing. It has been through numerous trials and possessed incredible destructive power. So pleased exert extreme caution when using it. Lead developer DR Frank. Okay, what is it you're saying? Can't wait to play Requiem. What's the order the game's about? What about Resident Evil 1, 0, and the ones that don't have numbers like RE Village? So, the order, since Resident Evil 1 hasn't yet had a remake, if you though have played Resident Evil Requiem, there's a lot of stuff that reminded me of Resident Evil 1 heavily. I'm someone that's played the original game, so I know Resident Evil inside out. So, well, really, Resident Evil 0 is the start of the timeline. Obviously, I'll read that note in a minute. Obviously, I'd say wait till the Resident Evil 0 remake, which we know they're currently working on right now. Then we're gonna get a Resident Evil 1 remake. 2 is the best place to start because it follows Leon, and Leon's like important in Requiem, as I'm sure you've figured out by now. When it comes to Resident Evil, Resident Evil 3 takes place both before and after Resident Evil 2. I still prefer the original game over the remake.
This must be what powers it.
But the remake is still, I mean, it's okay, it's just nothing like the original Resident Evil 2. Dad lore. Your dad and your sister saw you playing it, and he said, oh, I used to play that. He spoiled the G-Virus, and the Umbrella Corp made it before I got into the police station, laughing your ass off. Yeah, the classic Resident Evil 2, like, I've played all the classics. They're good to go back to if you can respect the older games. Like, if you can get into the older games, I'd recommend it. Since you have me on Discord, you can reach out whenever... Here, let me make you a mod really quickly. Scientist dying message. Oh, shit. It's happening. Worst case scenario. The T-Virus somehow leaked. Under the orders of Dr. Brad, I'm to manufacture mass quantities of the vaccine. I prepared a culture of the T-Virus antigen. Now I just need to combine it with the antigen to enhance its effects, and I should be able to produce enough vaccines to save all the surviving citizens. Wow. The antigen sample is stored in the incubation lab. Test subjects are already wandering the halls, but I better find a way to get the sample while the cure is manufacturing. If I don't make it back, please complete the synthesis process to find a way to stop this outbreak. It's the least we can do after setting these horrifying events in motion. Yeah, So T-virus is the original, which the T-virus is named after the T cells because it creates it stimulates the growth of the T cells while quickly killing off all brain functions and turning them. So a T-virus zombie. Oh, by the way, that thing's called a hunter.
Jesus. Is this where they're made?
That is not human. That is just designed to kill. So Umbrella failed tyrants over here, by the way, which this is the things made with. So there's different viruses. There's the T virus, the T code Veronica, the T Abyss. Then there's the G virus, which was William Birkin's life work. But Umbrella was making bioweapons, and really all this goes back to Spencer. I know you're not going to know anything about Spencer since you haven't played Resident Evil 1. There's an RE1 remake coming out. What model, literally? So, all the cutscenes are different, but, like, you're basically playing the same game again. I'm not getting close to you.
Oh, out of the way!
Yeah, that thing on their head is created from the G virus. There's, this is probably a T virus zombie that's still alive somehow. Why are you here? Get juked, asshole. Expression of concerns. Senior fellow Dr. Frank L. Please allow me to send a heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing the Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapon research. Introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain, or what am I saying? Introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain to gain external control of it. How can I not marvel at such a wild idea? However, for a medical perspective, I must emphasize my state of disapproval of this shit. Away from the established Umbrella policy. By turning to these of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth, with an abundant finding of bounty samples, of course. Can you say the same for a parasite? However, doctors have tried to vein a developed vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Phanomia, or Phomosius, however you say that, are far more genetically complicated than the T virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country, customers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes. Shit. But here in America, they know better. Let's just shit on Europe for a moment. Automobiles with no brakes. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already diversed a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the Forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I shall be exploring medical solutions to this parasitic problem you fostered on us. Sincerely, Nathaniel
So
Brad,
it's called
PhD.
the Nemesis.
Yeah, the Nemesis, which in Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, you're kind of stalked the entire game by the Nemesis, as you would assume. It's kind of named after him, because he's kind of the big bad.
This looks like it might be used in vaccine development.
Basically, there's several viruses, each, like, the T virus keeps mutating over the course of the games. I believe Raccoon City's the only, like, mass city-wide infection incident in the franchise. Oh, shit. dodging your ass. Sir. Ow. Shit. Try not to get hit by a certain attack these guys have, since they go for your neck, they completely take your head off. I hate hunters for that regard. That's why I'm scared of them, as they have insta-kill abilities. And I don't want to really be insta-killed. No, the dodging in this game's kind of hard to learn because the timing's so finicky, but once you learn it, it becomes like riding a bike. It's a long learning curve. A lot of things in this game are. Then again, that's Resident Evil in a nutshell, as you'll be learning it the rest of your life. Then every time you think you have it learned, they throw something new in. Bye, Charlie. Weaponry authorization request. Dear Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally received for bioweapon synthesis team be made available for employees in fracturing with the administration and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that the weaponry authorization is advisable as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation gathering themselves very high regenerative abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as paleheads. They have been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not yet been determined. The astonishing rate at which paleheads regenerate makes them difficult to deliver lethal blows with standard weaponry. Of sort, system failure would occur within the facility. We would be woefully unprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I'd like to request high weaponry capable of sabotaging the palehead be issued to all employees working in shopping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threats and evacuate safely. Thank you for much consideration. Yeah. So basically, the palehead is the regenerating. If you can look past it, then yes, I would recommend checking out the original games. Also know, though, there is no auto-saving.
Able to use this to synthesize the vaccine.
And you require ink ribbons to save the game. And those are limited, so I believe in Resident Evil 1 you have a total of 20 saves in the whole game before you can't save anymore. And if you die, you go back to your previous save. That's what's painful. That's the most painful part, since if you don't manage your saves well, or don't search for ink ribbons, you're gonna get screwed. And you're gonna cry. And you're not gonna want to play the game anymore. Yeah. Let's see if I remember this puzzle. There we go.
Collecting vaccine.
Yes.
Well, even the RE1 remake is just... That's why I recommend playing it on easy unless you like crying. Oh, hi. Shit. tentacle, yeah. I see Nemesis is still stuck on stalking Jill. I only have like 30 minutes left of this game, by the way. I'm in the final 30 minutes, so... And I have no idea what I'm gonna play after that. So... Get effed. Yeah, basically Nemesis is a parasite infused with the T-virus, with a human brain put into it. Yeah, if you pass out, I'll understand, but I appreciate you being here to support me. Autocorrect is saving your ass right now. I believe it. I mean, I'm sure I could use Mayan math or some shit to decipher your message, but I don't know. Like, I'll eventually understand what you're trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Explosive compound, whatever. I don't need that. I do need the vaccine. That's kind of important. Ooh, a note. Disposal center protocol. This facility is to be used to dissolve and dispose of test subjects used in S.T.A.R.S experiments. The potent solvent used will ensure that any biological matter within the vat, living or dead, is completely dissolved and ready. Oh, okay. And ready. Sorry, I just got an email that distracted me. And ready for disposal. You did just send Mayan symbols, I see that. And ready for disposal. Please follow all safety protocols when using the disposal center. Always confirm that no employees will know shit. If a test subject reacts violently, do not halt the disposal. Leave the chamber, then check. Okay. Yeah, so they were dissolving bodies and, well, test subjects, really, but yeah. Let me... Yum! Red robins, yum. Am I right or wrong? Isn't that what you do at Red Robins? You get dissolved bodies? No? Okay. Green herb, my goat. Yeah, I know, right? Green herbs are the rescue.
What name is this place?
Resident Evil raised up a generation of potheads. Wait, yeah, you do. You just gotta get on that cannabis. Don't ban me, Twitch or YouTube. I am just joking. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Nemesis.
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
That's a good point.
More than I do. I don't think the wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat dog. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed? Good.
I didn't agree to anything. Yeah, I know, the face models are really good. Screw you! before he rapes me. Shit.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
What? Yay, Carlos, you just tried. Dark Souls boss fight time?
Watch it, you've got company. He's hiding behind Take 8.
No, he ain't.
Now, rip that fucker apart.
Really want to play this game, Nemesis? I ain't afraid of you. I've killed you with a knife before. You think this bothers me?
Number 3.
I see that.
Yeah.
You stalk me like the cat you are. Shit. Yes, I have. Well, I don't think I have intestines anymore.
Hold on. Here comes some more.
Come out and play, shitbird!
Yeah.
Go the hell. Creepy ass stalker. Screw you. I'm just... Apparently he was.
Got some more incoming. Number 8. I got this.
Do you?
Not what I intended to hit. But I'll take it.
You just released acid into the fight with me. Dodge that.
Yeah. Look out.
You're stupid. That zombie screamed like a little girl. Get bodied.
Now get on!
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 is the boss fight heavy game.
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush. Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Nikolai, where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
Weapon spec sheet. Redacted. Project title: Pheromonic Incendiary Use Next Generation Railgun. Develop name: Finger. Chief Department Nest 2 Research. Colonel Gamer Development. Yeah. Dang, that's a large caliber. Project objective: suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Extreme firepower provides secondary benefits of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace. User feedback. The Thane is totally rad. Tyrant out of line. Just give him the finger. And no problem. And problem solved. Packs the firepower we need. So would be even better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps its platform could be refined. It requires multiple power sources and maybe can be difficult to secure in practice. Could you consolidate a single power source? Yeah.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You bring money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun! Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
Opening compartment.
Now we're talking.
Give me that. I got a gift for you, man. Take this.
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power sources.
Damn, it needs power.
Okay, Nemesis, you're going down.
I
All power
am sick
sources
of your shit!
powering up.
Goodbye. Go the hell. Eat this.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
You dead yet?
Good riddance.
Yeah. You better be dead. Suspicious contact memo. Contract, here, let me read somewhere that's not as loud. Received an offer from a client seeking to use RC's crisis to undermine the claim share market from UA via protogen's strategy. Sabotage UA or Umbrella Corporation's attempts to destroy evidence of the outbreak to maximize publicity. B. Induce encounters between Umbrella's bioweapons and security forces, law enforcement, and collect combat data to assert visibility of tech. C. Report deployment of any bioweapons, including Project Nemesis. See specifications. Rumored iterations exceed current offers from Umbrella Corporation and takes top priority. However, the client has agreed to a grace period before using any of the deliverables so that the payout from Umbrella Corporation may also be collected.
Can't let the boy get away with that vaccine. I hope Carlos managed to stop him.
Wonder why.
I can still catch him. Oh no.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
Yo, hello, Russ.
Do you
How
have
you doing?
any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubble.
10 minutes until missile
Ah,
Hey,
the missile has launched. And that is my cue.
I'm giving you more
Goodbye.
power because I'm a mod in your channel. It's only fair.
Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
How you doing tonight, Russ?
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't. I'll hit you.
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
You still there, Rust?
Jill, you alright?
There it is.
It's finally over.
So long, Marcy.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
Yeah, about that. Okay. So, this is the part where I would normally discuss my thoughts on the game. And well, I have played the Resident Evils before. So Resident Evil 3 suffers from cutting a large amount of content that the original game had. Now, overall, is it a good game? In my opinion, this game stands as a good game. I just don't think it's a good Resident Evil 3. They cut way too much of the content that made RE3 what it was loved for. And they tried, this feels more like a $60 DLC. And not many people want to pay $60 for a 4-hour DLC. I think I got 5 out of it, but not many people want to pay that much for a DLC. And I don't blame them, because that's kind of expensive. Whereas a normal Resident Evil game takes about 16 hours your first playthrough and is quality all the way through. Now, this game definitely had love and care put into it. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm just saying I don't know what Capcom was thinking from the perspective of cutting as much as they did. Was it enjoyable? Yes. Did I like the gameplay? Yes. I honestly prefer this over Resident Evil 2's gameplay, because in this game you have the dodge and you have the shoulder charge, which it makes it a lot more tolerable, in my opinion. Now, I do not like, I don't like how, like, Souls-like some of the boss fights in this game felt, and I know you could say, well, most Resident Evil boss fights are high intense. I don't like all this intense dodging stuff. Like, I like that it's a thing, but it doesn't feel as necessarily Resident Evil. At least not all the Nemesis boss fights felt that way. And I'm mainly just talking about, like, the Clock Tower boss fight and the, Waste Disposal. The rest of them felt fine to me. I just didn't like dog form Nemesis, or aquatic form, whatever you call it. Stage 2, I didn't like. I was fine with Stage 1. Didn't like Stage 2. And it seems like there's an alien invasion outside, since I just am being blinded by someone's car lights out my window. That's lovely. Ah! The light, it's blinding! But yeah. I love the music going on here. I will say this game has a good soundtrack. Overall good gameplay. High levels of replay value. Good story. It does get annoying at times. Character-wise, Jill was good. Carlos is one of Capcom's really good characters. But then, like, all the other U.S.B.C. or whatever they were called. U.B.C.S. Or U.C. whatever it is. They were very, that whole team there had, like, no character. I get there wasn't supposed to be a lot of characters there, but Tyrell, he just randomly became a character. And Jill apparently knew him in the lab, but I don't remember Jill actually meeting him at any point. The one Russian guy that made me think of Bill, he was fine. Wish he had a little bit more screen time. Really, this game just makes me wish it was longer. Which isn't a bad thing. But I can't necessarily say wishing a game is longer warrants replay value. A lot of people worked on this game. I'm letting the credits roll since I want everyone that worked on this game to be accredited. I would say this wasn't one of your best works, Capcom, but it's definitely not a bad work. I know you're probably not going to watch this since I'm nowhere near close to becoming a Capcom creator. Only one director. I'm not going to attempt to say that name since I don't want to butcher it out of respect for you, but I just wish you gave us closer to the original Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. But I'm probably going to give your work a 7 out of 10. Ranking the Resident Evils I played on the channel, Resident Evil 2. You're giving me a C. That's what I give you, game, is a C. But no, ranking the Resident Evils. This will be edited. Like, I do see this game's replay value. Complete all challenges. What else could be done? Gunslinger. Shotgun, yeah. Apparently I missed a weapon part. 2 notes. 8 Charlie dolls. Kind of strict to get an S. Man, I could easily get an S on assisted, but that's about it. Standard. I probably could clear it with a B if I really wanted. I'm tempted to run Nightmare. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. I mean, I got nothing else to run. Well, YouTube, I am going to call this episode here. I hope all of you've enjoyed this game. This is Naimad, your favorite survivor, signing off. And until next time, I'll catch all of you later.